Hi guys, a very warm welcome, and in this video I'm going to talk about some of the monitoring services of AWS and primarily CloudWatch and CloudTrail. So what exactly the AWS CloudWatch is all about? AWS CloudWatch is one of the main important monitoring service of AWS, and before understanding the CloudWatch, let's look into why do we need a monitoring service. So monitoring service helps you to do the troubleshooting of any issues. It helps you to analyze the performance of your services and the applications. As the slide says, it detects problems early so as to prevent disasters, reduce downtime and business loss. It provides a catalog of standard reports that you can use to analyze trends and monitor system performance. To reduce unnecessary operating cost by sending notification in case of unreasonable pricing issues, monitor user experience and create reports which will help to make improvements. So monitoring services are very important. Let's say if you create an EC2 instance, so you need to know that what is the CPU utilization of your server is, how much traffic is coming towards your server, how much RAM or how much storage capacity has been used. Likewise, if you want to run a database, so you need to know the performance of a database, and that can be done with the help of the monitoring services. So what is AWS CloudWatch? AWS CloudWatch is a monitoring service which is used to monitor resources and applications running on AWS in real time. So this is basically the CloudWatch service symbol. And the CloudWatch is used to collect and track metrics. It collects the data and provide you the information in the form of reports, in the form of pie charts, in the form of numerics. You can actually select your widget and the dashboard accordingly. Based on the rules that you define, the CloudWatch also sends the alarm notification. So let's say when you create an alarm on the CloudWatch and that alarm condition occurs, a notification will be sent on your email IDs, for example. The CloudWatch offers you two levels of monitoring. One is basic, which is free, and the other one is the detailed or enhanced, that is chargeable. Basic monitoring is available automatically for many resources. So many of the AWS resources gets a basic monitoring where you can actually view the CloudWatch metrics directly. What does Amazon CloudWatch do? It collects and tracks key metrics. It monitors and stores log files. You can actually store the log files also in the CloudWatch logs. You can create alarms and send the notifications. You can send the system events from AWS resources to AWS Lambda function or many other services of AWS. Apart from that, the CloudWatch also helps you to analyze the performance of your application that is running on the instances or any of the AWS resources. Likewise, there are many other functionalities that the CloudWatch offers apart from just collecting and providing the metrics. So in the lab, I'll just show you how you can monitor your EC2 instance with the help of a CloudWatch, and also how you can send out the notifications whenever the alarm condition happens. So that's what this slide also says, monitoring your instance using CloudWatch. So how you can collect and process raw data from EC2 into a readable metrics. And generally when you go for the basic monitoring of the CloudWatch or the default monitoring of a CloudWatch, it provides you metrics in every 5 minutes interval. So that means the refresh time interval is 5 minutes. A new metric will be available after 5 minutes of frequency or an interval. That is the default or the basic monitoring. But if you want to go for enhanced monitoring, you can reduce the frequency. Let's say if you want a 1 minute refresh or 30 seconds of refresh, you can specify that time. But as you reduce the frequency of refresh of metrics less than 5 minutes, then the CloudWatch also becomes a chargeable service. And that's what it happens. Whatever the data that is received from the CloudWatch, EC2 instance also creates a graph, and that's what when you look into the EC2 instance in the EC2 dashboard, you get a graph reports in the monitoring section. That is actually the metrics that are coming from the CloudWatch in the backend. Now coming to the AWS CloudTrail. So CloudTrail is also another type of the monitoring service of AWS, but it is primarily used for auditing purpose. And it is a bit different from the CloudWatch. So AWS CloudTrail is a web service that records activity made on your account and deliver log files to your Amazon S3 bucket. Now when it says activities made on your account, that means anyone, if you have given the access of your account, or there are delegates that are going to access on your AWS account, and if they make any changes on any of the service, that will be reported. Somebody logs in on your AWS account, that will be reported. What all services they are browsing, that all will be reported. And they will be reported in the form of an event. However, if you want to store these events in the form of a logs, then you can send them to an S3 bucket for the permanent storage. And that is what the CloudTrail is all about. So as per the slides, the CloudTrail enables governance, compliance, operational and risk auditing of your AWS account. It performs action like view, search, download, archive, analyze and respond to account activity across your AWS infrastructure. The action performed by AWS services are considered as events in CloudTrail, and these are some real-time events also that you can look into. All the activities in an AWS account are recorded in an event. So in a dashboard of a CloudTrail, you can get the events of past last 90 days. However, if you want to store these events for a longer duration of time, you can push them to S3 bucket by creating a trail as well. So how does a CloudTrail works? You can see that in the diagram. When user makes an API call to any of the AWS services, CloudTrail continuously record these API calls and deliver them in the form of log files into the S3 bucket. So here you can see, if anyone logs in into the AWS account, make the changes, the CloudTrail will report it and send those logs to the S3 bucket. You can store these log files to meet compliance related needs. These API records can also be used in troubleshoot operational issues as well. Like somebody, if you are not able to log in into the AWS account, or any of the services has been deleted, or there has been some changes that has been done on the production environment. So this CloudTrail will be beneficial for you to analyze that issue. CloudTrail can integrate with CloudWatch so that you can monitor and receive alarm as per the requirement or the need as well. So where exactly we can use CloudTrail? Mostly the CloudTrail can be used by the IT and the security administrators to perform security analysis. It is also helpful for DevOps engineers and IT administrators to track changes in the AWS resources. DevOps engineers can troubleshoot operational issues via CloudTrail, and the log files provided by CloudTrail are used by IT auditors as a compliance aid as well. So mostly the IT and the security administrators can use it. The compliance people can use it. DevOps engineers can also use the CloudTrail for troubleshooting the issues. Thanks for watching this video, guys.